The best alternatives to bank saving account. With traditional passbook saving accounts paying only a little better now than next to nothing in interest, more and more individuals are looking for better paying alternatives. Among them are money market accounts, other bank accounts option, and peer-to-peer lending. Here's what you need to know. First, higher yield money market accounts. One of the simplest alternatives to depositing money in a traditional passbook saving account is to obtain a money market account. Money market accounts are insured by the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation (FDIC), just like regular saving or checking account. In addition to paying higher interest rate than standard saving account, money market account offer limited checking account services. There is usually a relatively low maximum number of checks that a customer can write on their account per month, typically between 5 and 10. In return for abiding by this restricted withdrawal activity, money market account holders receive a higher interest rate than those that are available for traditional saving account. A bank offering only a 0.10% interest rate on standard saving account, for example, might offer a 0.25% interest rate on a money market account. With passbook saving accounts paying so little, try to find a better place to stash your emergency fund. Just watch for whether the money is still insured. In addition to the limit on monthly transaction, money market accounts usually have other restrictions as well, such as a required minimum opening deposit amount or a minimum balance that must be maintained. If there is a minimum balance requirement and the account drops below the minimum, account holders may be paid the lower standard interest rate offered on regular saving account. However, some banks also charge a penalty fee. Before opening a money market or other alternative account, scrutinize the fine print of your agreement for any restriction that apply to the account, along with all fees that the account may incur. Second, certificate of deposit. For individuals who don't expect to need access to their savings for at least a year or two, there are certificate of deposit or CD. The longer the term that customers are willing to have their money tied up, the higher the interest rate available. 1 year and 2 year CD offer higher interest rate than are currently available on traditional saving account. But the catch is your money will be locked up for the term of the CD, typically a few months to a few years. If you touch the money prior to that, you may be subject to fees and penalties. According to Bankrate.com, 0.21% was the national average annual percentage yield. The rate for a 1 year CD, 2 year CD offered as high as 0.95%. However, Quantic Bank and Delta Community Credit Union were paying the highest rate, subject to a $500 to $1,000 minimum. With a little planning, individuals can spread their capital across CD of varying term length to provide themselves with more liquidity in case they need to access part of their savings. Even better, CD are FDIC insured. Since the term of CD, including interest rate and early withdrawal penalties, varies significantly between institutions, it is important to shop around for a CD to maximize your return. Third, credit unions and online banks. It's often possible to obtain a higher interest rate simply by moving a saving account to a different financial institution, either one down the street or one accessed through the internet. Credit unions operate much the same as banks, although they typically offer fewer financial services. Credit union accounts are federally insured through the National Credit Union Share Insurance Fund, the credit union equivalent of FDIC. Credit unions commonly offer significantly better interest rate on saving accounts than banks do because credit unions are non-profit organizations. For example, an individual may be able to go from earning around 0.9% to 1.25% simply by opening a saving account at a credit union rather than at a traditional bank. Online banks such as LA Bank or American Express Bank also typically offer higher interest rate on saving account. Thank you.